G'day, Tristan from More Beer Than Barra with Emma, and we're following our friends Matt and Cath. Well, this trip we've really been looking forward to for a long time. We finally get to experience Harry's Hole, which is a lesser known but popular locals waterhole about 100 kilometres south of Kununurra. So we're just heading south now, I should say we're heading west and then south along the Great Northern Highway. It is a 100 kilometre trip to the turn-off to Harry's Hole, and then there's about an hour and a half to 2 hours of four-wheel driving to get out there. It's supposed to be a fairly challenging four-wheel drive track, so we're looking forward to seeing what sort of challenges we're coming up against. Hopefully not too many. I've heard it's a better track than the Secret Springs track, so that's encouraging. But you know, we're pretty well prepared. We've got another vehicle with us, so we're looking forward to the challenge. And we've seen pictures of the waterhole, and it looks absolutely spectacular. And the weather at the moment is hot, so it's late August, almost the end of dry season. The last couple of weeks, the temperature's really ramped up, and we're getting sort of 38-degree days, and the minimum temperature's only getting down to about sort of 18 or 17 at the moment. So it should be ideal swimming weather. So we can't wait to get out there. We'll take some more footage as soon as we get to the four-wheel drive track, and we'll speak to you again shortly. Sharp rise. That's spectacular. H2O. What we're getting excited about. double check. Buckles on this. Bit of a bump coming up there.
Oh shit.
That's all I was thinking. Look at that. To the right. Look at that. I know what to avoid tomorrow. Happy to go with your call, mate. We're just loving this drive. Harry's Hole, and we've arrived just as the sun's starting to set, so we've got these fantastic colours on the rocks, but this is absolutely sensational, quite popular as well. So there's about 4 other groups of campers here. I feel them from our work as well, because we've all got the day off from school today. That is something else. I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can get a bit more of a distance view. I'll tell you what, beat that. Beat that for a tropical paradise. You bloody can't. That is as good as it gets. Paradise, and there's Kimberley. Bit of a slippery bit there and a tree to jump off. Right, enough talk. doing? I'll keep him cool. Yeah, right. Today, I'm a bit cream crackered. It's bloody hot, and in my madness, I've decided to scale the big ridge that's right next to the waterfall and the waterhole. There's Harry's all the way down at the bottom. There's everyone's campsite. And there's the cardboard ranges going into the distance. Directly behind me, eventually you'd make it to Lake Argyle if you could get over the mountain ranges. But what is spectacular here is that if you can get above the big waterhole and get up past the waterfall, this place is actually just one endless gorge with ravines, more waterholes, fast flowing rapids, endless. We hiked up here this morning for about as far as we could go, and we didn't get anywhere close to finishing it. Every one of those waterholes that you see down there is worth a swim. We actually swam our way up that lane to explore. But this is the East Kimberley. This is why we love calling this place our home. Very, very privileged to be able to visit this place. Well, this place is pretty popular with the locals, and we've had to share this place with, probably a dozen other people over the last day and a half. But you still do get moments where you have this massive waterhole all to yourself. It is massive and absolutely superb. I said yesterday when we got here that you'd be hard pressed to beat this joint, and after a day and a half here or so, I think that's absolutely spot on. I can't think of anywhere that beats this joint. Harry's. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep, your favourite bit?
I enjoyed just being in the inflatable boat, just drifting this afternoon.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And in terms of Kimberley waterholes, where does this one sit?
Pretty high, I reckon.
Yeah. Out of 10?
10.
10?
Yeah.
10 out of 10 rating. So Cathie, this is an important part of the process as well. Yeah. Wine and cheese.
Wine, cheese, and a little glass of wine to help you enjoy the cooking experience a little bit more.
For sure. And you've done quite a few Kimberley cook-ups, but this is your last one.
This is the last one.
Any highlights or any standouts that come to mind?
I think assuming cooking or camps.
And either or.
This is pretty much right up there. This last one is actually amazing. It's got the water that you can just jump into at any point. It's got lots of shade. It's got everywhere you look. Incredible rock formations, and just now when the sun's going down, all of that's just going to glow. And once the sun's gone down, it'll just turn another colour. And yeah, this is pretty beautiful here. Great company too. Makes it easy.
Oh, shucks.
So I'm just going to slice decadently slim slivers of onion. This is the last onion from the bottom of the fridge, so hopefully it'll be as pungent as this dish requires. We could do with 2 onions, but I quite like using a couple of spring onions as well, especially when I only had 1 onion. So I'm just going to cut some onions.
It's quite a kitchen setup you've got here as well.
Yes, it actually feels like it's a
Camper
little
trailer.
We're going to go wobbling to the ground in a minute, but anyway, I'm sure my laziness, I could have taken all of this off and given myself some good bench space, but I like to do it camping style. So I'm just doing a chicken curry, and I've already cut the chicken and put the spices on it. We're going to do it on the cast iron fry pan, and then we're going to put it in the camp oven, and yeah, it'll just do its thing.
And this is on request, this meal, isn't it?
Special request
From us, because we
Yeah.
love it.
the last Kimberley curry.
That's right. New adventures for Cathie and Matt after this. Hopefully by the time this gets on YouTube, everyone knows anyway. So
Hopefully we get there in one piece.
pretty epic setup, as well as their camping and sleeping gear. This is a pull-out kitchenette, which is pretty epic, really. It's got a stove and a washing bowl and a kitchen, really.
Yeah. It's over there for a minute so I can see it in the light. And then I'm going to cook the chicken. I feel like I need to wait for the coals though, so nothing's going to happen straight away.
Do you want the hot plate?
What would you recommend? Would you recommend I use the coals or this to just brown the chicken?
I totally don't want to stuff up what you got last time.
It won't. It's indestructible.
Right, I'll push pause and I'll get the hot plate.
I actually probably just don't want that on just yet.
Yeah, let it die down a bit.
Down a bit. There you go.
Where are you going? Veteran of many camping trips, and this is, well, it might not be the last, but it's one of the last. Any standouts or any highlights or anything that comes to mind?
From this trip?
Or any trips?
Oh, they're all a bit different or a bit special in their own way.
Yeah.
I feel pretty uncomfortable doing this spontaneous interview, by the way. No, I don't know, can you see it?
No, you're good. You're good, I promise. We can edit it out if there's any problems.
Well, this is a hard 9 out of 10, this one.
Awesome.
Secret Springs would be up there as well.
Yeah.
Munger Track, amongst many others.
And you're saying the Munger is one you're recommending us to get on later on?
I'd recommend you and all of your 48 viewers.
Cheers, Matt.
Alright, welcome to Matt's kitchen. I'm not quite as attractive or sultry as Cathie might have. I'll give it a go. We're going to make some roti to go with our curry. So all we need is plain flour, prepared it earlier. A little bit of water, trying to get that consistency. Use a bread knife to cut it through. Nice and easy to mix it up. And the only other ingredient we need is melted butter. So just melting it in this cup here.
Just on the ceramic cup.
Just in the enamel cup. Alright, what we're then going to do is we're going to knead this dough for 5 minutes or so. And then we'll come back to the preparation phase. See you soon. Welcome back. Alright, so we've kneaded our dough. What we're going to do is just going to roll it into a bit of a log. And they're not going to be huge, we don't need a huge amount. We're going to cut it into 4 bits. We're going to have our 4 bits of roti. Now, if it was nice and warm, we'd want to cover these in plastic to keep the moisture in the dough, but it's quite a soft dough at the moment and it's not too hot, so we'll be right.
You don't need to let it sit or anything like that. That's before you knead it? Or?
Nah, as long as you knead it, you're fine. Yeah. Alright, what we're then going to do is flour up our board. We're going to roll them out. We're going to do the butter also.
We'll come back to that bit.
Sec.
Wait.
Got our makeshift rolling pin here. Floured up our little section of roti. And we're just going to roll it out nice and thin.
We seem to have a few of those rolling pins free at the
Yeah,
moment.
varying sizes. Lots of them don't have any liquid within them anymore.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of options in terms of rolling mechanisms. So we'll roll this out nice and thin. For some reason the flour doesn't want to stick to the glass, but that's okay.
Looks pretty good. And you want that pancake shape, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, you know, it doesn't actually matter. Be long and skinny or short and fat, you know.
Yeah.
No complaints either way. Alright, so we now need to find something to spread our butter over our roti. So we'll be back in a second.
We've just had some turmeric and salt sprinkled on it, that's all. And I'm just browning it up. Then I'll take it off.
And Cathie, you don't mind whether it's on the coals or on the hot plates, the same?
Right at the moment, I reckon it's good. And I'm thinking I might have the pan oven up on here too, so it doesn't overcook.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think I put it on the coals last time.
Yeah. But you can do it on the coals either way.
Yeah. But I think it's going to work a bit better. So when that's brown, I'll chuck it in there. Do the rest of it.
And we've
Then
just
I'll
got
do the onions in here and throw them in.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the coconut.
in that order.
Yes, in that order.
And we just have to point out that Matt has admitted on camera that he's neither as sexy or as sultry as yourself. It's on camera, we've got him saying it.
I keep forgetting to slip in the odd sort of slippery word or yeah. I haven't. I'm not. One of my hands is absolutely black and not quite sure what that is.
Well, it looks like it's done a plan at the
It
moment.
is going to plan. Nice and succulent. There we go. The succulent thighs are moistly basting in their own slippery juices. I do.
I've just been preparing a backup rolling pin just in case it gets stuck. Alright, so we've got our makeshift butter spreader brush. So what we're going to do with beautiful leaves here, we're just going to trim off the excess like any good chef does. and we can maybe pop that in the freezer and save it for a nice stock another time. Okay, so we've got our melted butter. So what we want to do is we want to use our brush, and we want to...
Well, you're actually using that. It's not just a joke. You're using that to spread the...
I don't muck around, Tristan.
No, of course not. No.
There's nothing funny about cooking. Okay, so we're just going to
Not what I'm doing.
be generous with our butter. Nice and lathered.
We were talking to Cath about your camping setup here in the camp kitchen. Are you happy with it? With the trailer?
Oh,
The
I don't
pull-out
mind
section?
it. I think it's helpful. Alright, then we're going to just roll it up. Keep all that beautiful butter in there. Roll it up like that. Try and stretch it as you go. And then we're going to curl it around on itself
Wow.
like a scroll. The rougher you are, the nicer it'll turn out.
I'll just point out we're in the middle of nowhere here.
And then
That's something you'd expect to see in a restaurant.
you don't want to be too finicky with it. Maybe give it another roll. And as you can see, all those different layers in there are all buttery goodness.
Superb.
And that is our roti ready to be shallow fried.
And so shallow fried is the best way to do it.
Yep, bit of oil, and they'll puff up and they'll be beautiful.
And you will use your stove here to do that?
No, we'll do it on the fire.
On the fire?
Do it on the fire.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Alright, see you at the fire.
Alright, let's chuck in some onions and a bit of sambal elec and some sugar, and then that's cooked for a bit. Handle it the way I've set fire to a few times already.
So what we got? Onions, spring onions, and the sambal.
Yes, and a teaspoon of sugar because I don't know, that's what it needs. But normally I wouldn't use spring onions, but I didn't have any of the others, so I just softly cook those. And then I'll put everything in the camp oven.
Yep.
Put it on here, coconut milk, some curry leaves,
Camp oven.
With the chicken.
and take it from there. Your camp oven is probably the right size for this, but I'm
Ah.
still,
We can try it next time we go.
Yeah.
that's great. I'll just leave that alone for a bit.
Well, we've got the coconut milk.
Alright, just about to put the coconut milk in.
The hero ingredient, eh?
Absolutely.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the, almost makes whatever you throw into it work.
That's
And
good.
I don't have to cook this for long, and then I'll just put it
In the camp oven.
into the camp oven, mix it in with the chicken, and I'll put in a few curry leaves, and then I'll just leave it on the top of this.
Curry leaves.
Yeah. And that's about it, and it just cooks for a little while.
So the curry leaves.
Yeah, just throw the curry leaves in there. And
Would have made a good television.
Yeah.
yeah,
Would have been a tragedy.
the language would have been absolutely
Pretty good though.
Normally this would all be done in a wok at home,
Yep.
all in one thing, but this gives it another smoky taste, which is good. Now we've got to
Curry mix now in with all the chicken.
Yeah, and I've just got to watch it doesn't get too hot on one side when I stick it on there. And other than that, I reckon it's all good to go. And I'll just watch it for a bit before I put the lid on so I can see where the hot spots are.
That fire temperature's alright.
I think so. just gonna sit it there for a bit.
It should stay up.
That's fine. So just wait a minute. When it gets going, I'll wait for that on. Wait for that on.
Now we are recording.
Okay.
And after a 2 or 3 beer break between filming, we're back with Matt and Cath. Where, just to summarise, the camp oven, all the contents have been transferred of the curry to the camp oven, and it's reaching its conclusive stages. And Matt's about to prepare his rosy on the hot plate. And I don't want to speak for Matt, but it looks like he's going to prepare a slightly hotter temperature of fire for the roadie.
Correct.
This side, can you make it your half?
Yep. Do you want me to? Oh, we've got to do it after.
Is there a nurse?
Hang on. No, that's a pandan leaf. Pandanus leaf. Here we go. How much do you want over the other side? Sorry, viewers. Sorry, my 48 viewers. We've had a few beers now.
We're all good.
Is that right?
We're all good.
Is that all right, Cath?
Yeah, it's great.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay.
What do you need me to do?
See you in 3 minutes.
No, I'm not filming.
Do you need another hand?
We'll just hold it.
Is the oil just any old olive oil or the special oil? Or?
Oh, this is olive, but you do it in veggie oil at home.
Just a few seconds on each side.
Yeah, you just want to fry them up a little bit.
Did you just remember the recipe?
Yes.
That's delicious. Sensational.
Look at those.
Okay.
Hold that just going to take this off now, I think. Spring onions, and this is salted because normally I would put some soy sauce on this, but I didn't bring any. There's a couple bits of chilli in there, dodge them if you don't want them, and I'm just about to serve that from the ground.
Yep.
Lovely,
Rosie.
thank you. Lovely.
Look at this.
That one needs some more.
Amazing.
I forgot the bamboo shoots. Supposed to have bamboo shoots.
Never mind.
Never mind.
that. Bit of garnish. Beautiful. Restaurant quality in the bush. It's got to be around here. I think I'm going the right way.
Left or right then, but luckily we picked the right one.
I reckon that's where people lose their cars. They turn right there.
Right, that's one for the memory banks in case I'm here at night or when it's dark.